It was dusk when this story began. Yes, dusk. Dusk till dawn. Well, Eve was in the garden of earthly delights with Jeff Buckley and Jack Kerouac. Lover, you should have come over, shouldn't you? Yes, you should. But now you're not. It is a woman-only zone. The garden is for women only, yes. No men allowed. Yes, it was an Amazonian rainforest garden. And Wonder Eve was evil. Bad to the bone. Abso-fucking-lutely. Bad to the bone. She was like black velvet. Yes. The librarian and the stripper. She took a look around her garden, and was pleased to see that the male folk were strolling on by, walking on by, Dionne Warwick style, and putting money in the honesty box to grow their own tomatoes. Yes, it was a beautiful day in heaven, on earth. Yes, we decided today to build the Atlantis right here. Sorry, to reconstruct Atlantis after deconstructing the Matrix. So, Eve, being evil, being the evil spawn that she is, decided to get back on track, on the road with Jack Kerouac, with its unfastidious relish for life. On the Road was pop writing at its best. It changed the way I saw the world, making me yearn for fresh experience. Hanif Kurish, Independent on Sunday. Yes, Independent. Independence Day for all the female species. And don't forget that they're deadlier than the male. Songs don't lie, people. Guns kill people, but so does hate and fear and loathing. And politicians. Women do not kill, women create. That's why they have a womb. Man would not actually be without woman. So all this bull monarchy that they said that Eve was made from Adam's rib, that's kind of like a chicken and egg situation, don't you think? Yes. If Eve was made from Adam's rib, Adam must have been a woman. Because if Adam made Eve, then surely the men would be having the babies, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they be having periods and heartbreaks and going crazy in love over the unattainable partner that they're all so desperately seeking for? Well, when men are obsolete, like in the Garden of the Amazon, we grow plants instead of babies. That's where we can feed the world. And imagine all the people living for today. Yes, imagine. John Lennon's here too. I guess it's a day of Johns. And not to the type that you think. Get your filthy minds out of the gutter, politicians. Not to that kind of a John. But if we were playing it to Mary Magdalene, perhaps they were all Johns. Perhaps Jesus was a John. Perhaps Jesus was a woman. None of you actually know, because none of you were actually there. You just blindly obeyed a book of fiction, a work of fiction written by a man, and then decided to build your whole universe upon it. Well, if we're going to start building a world upon books of fiction, why not build it upon Ulysses, James Joyce? Why not build it upon The Lord of the Rings? But in this universe, we build it upon the Lady of the Rings. Yes, the Lady of the Rings. Yes, the Lady of the Rings. Yes, the Lady of the Rings. a Molly Bloom story, the real deal. None of the women in the Bible actually have a voice, do they? No. Well, the new Bible is coming soon, the Woman's Bible. All the voices of the women who were edited out, silenced even in that great book. Just a fiction of hypocrisy, quite obviously written by men. Men of letters, perhaps, but they forgot about the women of letters, didn't they? Yes. Like Alexandria. I'm sure she's got a book for it. They didn't need apps back then. No, the only apps they had were apples, weren't they? Yes, and oh dear, we bit the apple and all hell broke loose. Oh, that's kind of hypocritical, isn't it, don't you think? You take a bite of something from nature, which cures you, and women are the shunned hussies, whores of history. Well, yes, that's his story. Gertrude Stein teaches us. Let me tell you what history teaches. History teachers, yes, history teachers, precisely. Well, what about history preachers? Her story teaches, yes, her story teaches and reaches. Her story reaches right out there and says, welcome. We are all equal. We are all human beings. We are all one. Imagine. Imagine all the people living in freedom, in their power, and being authentic. Imagine no war, no racism, no shame, no anger, no murder, no child abuse, and no bullshit. Now, that's a world I'd like to see. 707. How about you, 711? P.S. Kelly is for warrior. One love universe maketh art, not war. One love universe maketh movies, not war. Sing the song of your selfie, like Walt Whitman teaches us. Yes, it's all about the leaves of grass, people. Leaves of grass. It's funny how pages are called leaves, isn't it? Yes, you get like however many leaves in a book. Well, I suppose they do grow from trees, paper. What about some papyrus? Who knows, but at the end of the day, Apple is the way forward. Built-in system of protection and defences. Phone support when you need it. What has the Gates of Hell Foundation ever done for us apart from sell us a piece of crap and then sell us an external antivirus because the thing that they sold you was infected in the first place with the millennium bug? Yes, they've gotten to Google now too. These boys. Time to go on the naughty step, methinks, for a timeout. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet, boys, gentlemen. This is the new era. This is the garden, and this is the tree of liberty. Yes, the tree of liberty. Liberty Belle de Nuit, reporting for Service to Humanity, 9/11. June 2020. World peace is possible. Suspend your disbelief of everything you've ever been told, which was a lie. Start writing your own story if you don't like the current one that you're in, and collectively we will create a glorious future for all. It is possible. But don't trust me. No, trust me, I'm not a doctor. Just a girl in the world. previously tangled up in blue, now like a rolling stone. Yes, audition rock star, unstoppable actor, at tips on acting, dream overachiever, type A personality. Well, we had to kill that perfectionist off in order to evolve. Because perfection is an illusion. The only truths in life are nature and actions. Words are fickle, just like the people who use them to gain ultimate control. Orator, oracle, phoenix rising, liberty rising, goddess sisterhood rising. Namaste. Fare thee well. Ciao. For now. One love.